close. Okay, I rest.
Oh, I think I have it.
I can't.
Yeah, you did.
I wish I could. I wish I could shed a
Good.
single tear, but I'm too dehydrated.
This season I've been working on a bunch of different FAs, and a lot of them are in this area called Atlantis, which is about an hour from where I live. The projects are just close enough to work on and bring my friends to, and also close enough to go when the conditions are good, pretty last minute. It's kind of been about hitting home runs in the canyon, and as soon as I finish one route, another route seems to present itself. There were some old bolted lines that haven't quite seen first free ascents, and they've always been on my radar. So Jacob and I tried them a little while ago, and we tried it on top rope and checked all the bolts because you never know. This one is a pretty short bouldery line. I think that it's probably like 40 feet long, maybe, and consists of some pretty hard bouldery climbing moves. I think that this might be the last hard route I do before Arizona gets super hot, and in a Hail Mary attempt to have a final project, I decided to completely invest myself in this and learn all the moves really well and kind of see how much of a fight it would put up. On the first session, we dropped a fixed line down it, and Jacob and I both tried to link these pretty good holds. Down low, the climb has some really slippery volcanic rock.
Sick, this is so cool.
It makes these really weird holds. Sometimes they're like pinches that you can flip over, and like 1 or 2 finger crimps that just help you stand on these really slippery footholds just to get established on the wall. So it's low angle climbing, and then the angle kicks back and it gets really steep, and it has a bunch of good holds that are all quite far apart.
Like I missed it. Carnage. This fucking mono would be so cool. I might be able to like come into it like this. For sure, that's for sure gonna work. My little finger got stuck in the pocket.
Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Could have been a little more awesome, but pretty awesome.
Oh, you can take actually. That's not the right foot. No. Oh, I touched it.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's gonna rip a hole in my finger though.
The left pocket that you're generating out of, you have to have pretty specific tape beta because it has like a little spike in it and it can really chew up your fingers. And once you start bleeding, all your friction goes away. And the part of your finger that gets worked is like this part of it, where it's basically right in the joint and it's hard to heal. And so preventative taping kind of became a really big deal on this route for me.
And then we just sat for like 45 minutes and I'm just cooking. Oh my god.
I should be able to take if I talk to the 60.
We're warming up his shoulder
Yeah.
so he doesn't tear his labrum.
Valid. Day 2.
Oh, green is
Or day
good.
3? Today's day 3.
Oh.
The first couple of sessions that I tried this route, the beta that I got from TR soloing was to go to the pocket and put a heel up high above my head and go into a mono and generate out of the mono and try to latch the edge. I hit that a couple times on TR solo and I was convinced that would be my red point beta. But in my first red point session and second red point session, I learned that I showed up to the crux like way too pumped. And when I was kind of fooling around, I thought that I could just stand on these horrible glassy feet and just pop up and latch the crimp. And I did it once. So then my next 2 red point sessions were just trying to show up not pumped where I could do that.
Does this make you psyched for hard sport climbing?
The route begins on a slippery slab. I kind of walk up the part that I can with no hands essentially, and then just as you pull up into the base of the roof, you establish on these really slippery handholds. You get a 2-finger crimp that's in cut, but it's probably a quarter of a pad. I then go into a thumb press, and then I go out to a 3-finger sloping undercling side pull crimp. And then I go out left to a ticked hold. It's like a quarter pad, glassy down pulling edge. I walk my feet up, and then go out to a small finger bucket. It's like maybe a pad. Now you're in opposition. You get a small spike foot and then you jump to kind of a jug pinch. I always hit it wrong first and then I have to basically like campus readjust in it. I stand on a half decent foot. I can chalk up here. I lunge laterally to a pretty shallow 3-finger pocket and then I toe down on a small side facing foot. It's quite slopey and hard to stand on. Back flag really hard. I come into a really slopey 3/4 pad edge, stand on the super glassy foot, and then basically full span to a half pad crimp that's in cut. This is the crux move and crux hold. And I think the reason why it's really hard to hit is because your feet aren't below you, so you're almost generating over your foot and then pushing into your foot really hard to hold the edge. At this point, you're kind of gambling because the move is so big that it's hard to hit precisely. So if you hit the 3-finger crimp to the right, then you have to piano in and match, which is hard. But if you hit it too far left, then you have to post up and cross underneath your hands, which is just as hard. At this point, you go to a quarter pad crimp, you stand on some feet, you dead point stacked 2-finger side pulling pocket. I choose to stand on a foothold that's basically by my chest, which is the 3-finger crimp, and I lock off really, really deep back flag, and then I go to a finger lock that's actually quite good, but there are no feet. I've dropped this several times, but the finger lock is good enough, or you want it bad enough to not let go. You stand on horrible textured feet, come into an undercling, and then you go to a jug, and the route is over. At this point, you climb like maybe 5'10 plus, really insecure 5'10 plus or 5'11 minus, and you clip these 1/4 inch hangers and things, like hooks. Because all the moves are so big, this down pulling motion between your shoulder blades gets really worn, and as you put in more attempts, I would slowly beat the crap out of myself and my endurance. Oh,
That was close. Okay, I might rest. Good thing you can see my tick marks from fucking space.
Yes. That is true.
I can't tell if it's just like cold or if my fingers are injured. Fuck off! Jeez, that feels so close. Ah! And I'm bleeding. Okay.
Nice. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Hey, Andrew, you can give me a little bit of slack? Yeah. Alright, you can take. I hit the crux move so bad, like, I hit it way left, and I had to, like, come under and mash like this. That was so dick. But whoa, it fucking goes. Let's go. Yes. Ah.